right from the beginning of creation, the Bible, according to Genesis, says, and God created the heavens and the earth. So even right before the beginning of the entire universe, it took God to rise up as a leader to take the initiative of creation. The Bible says, and the earth was full of darkness and void, and God said, let there be light, and there was light. So God rose up, God began to speak, God began to take initiatives, creating, speaking light, bringing structure and light into a dark and void world. And that is how come we have this earth, and that is how come we have this well sophisticated and structured universe that we see today. Ladies and gentlemen, it tells us that right from the very beginning of the entire world, in fact, the foundations of this world was built through leadership. It took a man to rise, it took a God to rise and influence the entire world space, or the entire space at his disposition. And that is influence. His influence on the earth, his influence on the universe has caused these structures that we enjoy today. Therefore, leadership becomes a very primary aspect of our lives. Hence, leadership becomes something that this universe cannot do without. We began with leadership, and so it takes leadership to sustain the universe. For this reason, the house has decided to raise young leaders. Even as we always say, the young ones are the leaders of the future. We do not intend to wait for that future, but we intend to prepare these young ones even as they go ahead into leadership. And for that reason, we are bringing to you this session, and for that reason, we are bringing to you this initiative called LeadUp. And this is meant to actually teach, it's meant to instruct, it's meant to guide young leaders out there, young professionals out there that are interested in leadership, interested in building their leadership skills and qualities. This is the space for you. Now, you may say that leadership really is not your thing. You may say you're not a leader. You may say that you've not found yourself in any role of leadership. You may say that this do not concern you. But listen, this is why you must follow this session. Everything and every little thing that you do as an individual actually stems from leadership. Each and every day we make decisions. Now, your ability to decide on what to do and what not is an act of leadership. Day in, day out, you allow things to influence you, or you also influence other things by way of your decisions or actions. Therefore, due to these actions of yours, you somewhat become either a leader at one point or in one way or the other. For that reason, every little thing about your life must be guided by some level of leadership and some wisdom that stems from leadership. And that is why this becomes an initiative, or this becomes an action for everybody. Don't miss out on these sessions. Let it be a daily capsule for you. So join us every Wednesday on this channel, and let's learn about leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, this is LeadUp, and I am Emmanuel, and I'll see you next time.